Match reaction. Match reaction. Tottenham won. Wolves won. And guys, you know, if you was on live with me and on obviously YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, you would have seen the reaction. And if you didn't see the game, you didn't want to see the game, bro. It was a terrible game. Ain't gonna lie, it was terrible, bro. Where do we start off? First half, listen, first half was decent. Decent, that's it. That's what I'll give it. I think the first 20 minutes of the first half, we weren't really that good. But the second half, the second half of the first half, the last 20 minutes of the first half was good. Started to create a bit more chances, started to give the ball to Kudos more, just started to knit things together more effectively. But the reality is, I have listened to a couple other Tottenham YouTubers or Tottenham fans speak, and they were saying it's mainly Kudos. And I have to admit, I do think, yeah, if you look at the bigger picture, the best chances came down the right. In fact, we did create things like on the left, but the best chances came down the right. Now you're thinking, we're going into the second half, we're looking at the team that's gonna score first. The reality is this, second half came, the Wolves manager made a good tactical decision. He went 5 at the back, he kind of doubled up on the wings, and the reality is this, they stop Kudos, you stop Tottenham. We are becoming like Arsenal. That game was a game that I see how Arsenal play. Give it to Saka, and inshallah, that's what it was yesterday. Give it to Kudos and inshallah. We had no answers outside of Kudos. First half, yes, we did work down the left with Xavi and Underdoggy, but not as effective when we go down the right with Kudos. And then now, they went 5 at the back. They made the game more physical, and we lost the physical battle. But let's talk about Kudos more. They blocked Kudos, and we didn't have no answers, bro. We didn't have no answers, and that can't happen again. That can't happen again. Still, it really can't. I've been saying there's an unbalance with the front line. We have Kudos, we have a striker, but the left-hand side is non-existent. I blame this result down to Frank. Because Frank didn't start Xavi within the number 10. He started him out wide, and they don't work with, because it's an imbalance, bro. It's an imbalance. All Frank has to do is pick one winger, either tell Johnson or Wilson to start on the left. At least we have someone there to start on the left, bro. I know none of them have started on the left good. That's the fact. None of them have started well. Not one. That's fair enough, bro. But you can't just force Xavi to play out wide just to fit him in. Xavi is a number 10. You see in Brighton last week when we drew 2-2, when we made a good comeback, Xavi was instrumental for that comeback, yeah? You can't just force him back out to the left, bro. That makes no sense. You don't buy a Ferrari, yeah, to drive down the busy ghetto roads. You buy a Ferrari from Miami settings. Not the best analogy still, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Like, it don't make sense, G. It just don't make sense. Yeah, and I hear people blaming Richarlison. Oh, cop out. It's easy to blame Richarlison. It's easy. It's easy to blame Richarlison, bro. That's the facts. It's easy to blame Richarlison. Oh, Richarlison doesn't offer enough. Bro, you damn well know if you have a player like Richarlison, like when you got a player like Haaland, you need to create chances. And now because we ain't creating chances for him, we're going to blame him and say, oh, he doesn't offer enough. Bro, it's the team's job to create chances for their striker no matter what. Yes, it is good like if a striker can make something out of nothing. It is good. Yeah? But at the end of the day, Richarlison did not have not one clear-cut chance yesterday. If we had Solanke, it would be the same thing. If we had Solanke, it would be the same thing, bro. Mawani, we haven't seen. But the reality is this, if you double up on the wings, we are forced to go through the middle, and we struggle playing through the middle. Now, it's like I've been saying it, bro. Xavi is here, but this is the same thing that Maddison was going through. It's the same thing that James Maddison was going through. You may put him 10, but you need two creative sparks within the midfield, especially against teams like the Wolves. You need that, bro. You need it, and especially when their manager is a net. Because if that manager doesn't go 5 at the back, we probably go on to score first in that game, and then we'll go on to win. If he doesn't make the decision to go 5 at the back, we will go on to win. But because he watched how we were playing, and he can see really the good chances, the more effective ones coming down the right, he made sure to do that, bro. Another thing, the changes that didn't help. Frank made changes, the changes did not help. The changes did not help, bro. Wilson came on again, flattered to deceive. Tottenham's biggest decision, no, Tottenham's worst decision was buying Tell and Wilson, bro. Both of them offer nothing. Both of them ain't ready. They're both not ready, bro. They're both not ready. They both need to get loaned out. They both need to get loaned out or sell them, because this is not good. This is not good, bro. They're not ready. People want to talk about Johnson, bro. We know what Johnson is. Johnson is a super sub. Johnson is when the game is open. You don't bring... we're bringing Johnson on. I know I said it like on stream, bring on Johnson, but deep down I know this is not a game for Johnson, because if a team like Wolves is scoring first, they're going to sit back. And worse, they had 5 at the back. Johnson was never going to get no joy. The only joy Johnson's going to get, unless you cross from the other wing. You make play out from the other wing, and Johnson lurks in and comes in to get that tap in, or just to make something like happen, bro, like at the back post. But the reality is this: there's a lack of quality in the front line, and we've been knowing this. That's why we want a left winger. But we've been knowing this, bro. The games like this, there's gonna be more games like this throughout the season until January, until we can rectify the problems. It's just simple as that, bro. Come on now. We know we need a left winger. We know Wilson, Johnson, and all these men ain't good enough. They're not there. They're squad players, and Frank doesn't fancy them. Frank knows they're not good. Frank knows this. He knows they're not good. That's why he's forcing Xavi to play out wide and hoping Xavi can make it work. Xavi can't make it work. He can't make miracles happen, bro. He's not the Messiah. He's not the Messiah, bro. He's not. He's not. Xavi needs help, bro. Xavi needs help. Xavi needs help. So we just have to. Frank, gotta find a way. This is how you make your money, Frank. This is how you make it still. Looking back at the goal, some people blame Vicario, and I'm being real. Vicario, I have been sticking up for Vicario since he's been here. But Vicario, the reality is this: he's a mini Lloris. He has a mistake in him. Vicario is a mini Lloris. He has a mistake in him. Now, does that mean I want Vicario gone now? No. Because right now, Vicario is not the main problem why we're going to be losing these games. Because, yes, as much as Vicario could have done better for that goal, where was Romero? Where was the centre-backs? That cross should have never got nowhere near Vicario. That's the fact. But yes, Vicario can take blame. Vicario probably will get sold down the line. But not right now. Not right now. We need a left winger, and we still need a number 8. Everything what I've been saying from Ange to now, we need a number 8. We need a winger. These problems will keep coming unless we rectify them in the transfer window. It's simple. I'm just not talking for the sake of talking. I'm talking because I can see with my eyes, bro. Say if you played football as well, you damn well know some positions, you know, it's not that the player is bad, it's just that he doesn't have that skill set. Especially the way you want to play. Like Johnson, he has the skill set to play a counter-attacking low block team. He will be the player that's running to get the ball. You know? So obviously his skills we're making him look good. Now that we're playing a certain way, we're making him look worse because his skills, these things that he's good at can't be shown. Now, so we spoke about Vicario. Let's move on to another player, Bentancur. I didn't think he played well. I didn't think he offered nothing again. But when I saw the lineup of Bentancur, what, bro? Why are we at home, starting with Bentancur and Paulinho and Bergvall within midfield? That's poor. That's poor. You don't need Bentancur and Paulinho in midfield, bro. That's pathetic, G. Frank, this is all on Frank, bro. Because Paulinho is by heads and shoulders above Bentancur, bro. Bentancur ain't been good, bro. Yeah, he played good against City, but apart from that, that's the only good game like he's had this season, bro. Yeah, bro, it's just not. It's just like Frank, never again, never again. And I did think we missed Saar. I think we missed that engine within midfield, that more physical presence. I think we did. Because there were times Wolves were passing for us with ease, carving for us with knife and butter, carving for us, bro. It wasn't good enough, G. It wasn't good enough still. It just weren't. But yeah, I don't think Bentancur played well, and against these lower league teams, bro, don't go with. It's either you start Bentancur or start Paulinho. Of course, it's best to start Paulinho. Look what Paulinho's done. Two goals in 2 games straight. Boom. Like, he was our best player. Him and Kudus were our best player, hands down. Hands down. Hey, actually, Van der Ven as well. But for me, my man of the match is Paulinho. My man matches Paulinho, bro. Simple as that. But Frank, I don't want to see no flipping Bentancur, Paulinho midfield ever again. Where's Archie Gray? Why can't Archie Gray get some minutes? Why can't Archie Gray get minutes, bro? We spent 40 million on Archie Gray and he's not getting no minutes. I know that was with Levy, but these are the problems that are still facing us. We're wasting. We can't waste no more money on young players. Stop the young player thing. We need to get young players that are good. Like, we know they're good, not potential. Because right now we got too many potentials within the squad, and we're getting frustrated because they're not living up to their potential. You get me? But listen, it was points dropped. You could say it's still points dropped, but it could have been worse. We could have lost, and that would annoyed me, you know. But Paulinho saved us. He got us a point. We're 4th or 3rd in the league. We're 1 point behind Palace, couple points behind Liverpool. It's not the end of the world, but things do need to improve, blood. Things need to improve still. You get me? So yeah, G, just as simple as that, bro. You know.